Hello and welcome to FM Review. I'm your host, Freddie Robinson. And what is better than one LG Optimus fuel phone? It would have to be two. So stick around for the review of the LG Optimus fuel cell phone. And this is the LG Optimus fuel cell phone inside of its box, and my old existing LG Optimus fuel laying beside it. The front of the box tells you that this phone is powered by Android. It has a 3.5-inch touchscreen display. The operating system is Android 4.4. It has a 1.2 GHz dual processor, a 3 megapixel camera, which is a video recorder, and it's 3G and Wi-Fi capable. And if you open it up, it gives you a little bit more information about how the Straight Talk plan works. It shows you a display of what the phone is, and it gives you a little bit more features than it does on the front of the box. And that would be, it comes with a 4 gig micro SD card, and it does have Bluetooth 4.0 wireless technology, as well as a couple other features with being MP3 player, GPS capable, and along the back you see where it tells you that this phone is hearing aid capable. And now you can see everything that is inside of this box. You get the back cover that goes on the back of the phone. You get the phone itself. You get a two-part charging cable or data connection cable. One part is the USB cable that has a micro USB on one end and a regular USB on the other end. You have your charging block, which goes into the wall and accepts the USB end. And then you have the battery. And you have the paperwork that comes with it, which is a owner's manual, a starting guide, a little bit of information about the Straight Talk plans.
Now to get this phone up and running, you would just take the battery, open that up, turn the phone over, and place it inside. And you would take the back cover out of the packaging, and place it on. And now you have the phone capable of being turned on and used. You can just go ahead and peel this cover off.
And now I'll just turn this phone on by pressing the power button. I felt it vibrate. You do see LG and the logo. And you can see that the button at the bottom pulses with different colors. A service of TracFone Wireless Incorporated. And here you have your setup wizard. LG welcome, United States, and select language. I'm just going to click next. Mobile network, Wi-Fi, it does pick those up. Click next. Do you have a Google account? Of course I do. Turning on Wi-Fi, then you see all the different internet connections that are around my house. So you just select the one that is you and connect to it. And it's asking for a password, so I'll put that in and let you see what it looks like once it's finished. And it showed that I am connected to the wireless here at my house. And then sign in with an email and password, which I'm going to skip if I can. Now it's signing in, and it says this can take a few minutes. And it gives me some service options: backup, restore, and location. And again, it's doing some restoring, which is basically pulling information from Google to my phone, such as my contacts and other information. And now it's telling me that it is set up, explore something new. It's giving me a name, and it's saying done. And here we are to the background of the phone. And by default you have several apps that come onto each of the pages. And you can see the included apps on this phone. And you can see where I'm starting to get some of the comments on some of my social media accounts. And as I cycle through these pages of apps, you can see how responsive the phone is, having that powerful dual core processor. And I'll just go ahead and call the number and get this activated, and see you in a few minutes after all that is set up. And so I made the call and activated this phone. It has been set up. I've used it for a day now, and I have put on the apps that I normally use. and just give you a view of what it looks like now that it is up and running. You do have the background screen, and if you hold that down, you get a lot of options here where you can change your apps, your widgets, and your wallpaper. You have some common apps, and then you have your different screens that you can choose from. Give you a rundown of the wallpapers. You can have wallpapers selected from your gallery, live wallpapers, and photos, which is the same thing as your gallery. And here's some of the apps that I have installed. I have Encore Play, PhotoGrid, Netflix, Instagram, Tumblr, Kohl's, Belk, HBO Go, Target, Stars, IMDb, Twitter, Amazon, Best Buy, and Zappos. So basically this entire page is apps that I have installed. You can go into the settings and see some of the options that they will allow you. You can remove some of these apps. You have the X if you wanted to remove them. And you can go and put some widgets on, bookmarks, all the different things there. You do have a voice search. Just press the button and it listens. You do have Google Play Music as one of the widgets. And you go to your settings page, and then here you have your options. You've got airplane mode on or off, Wi-Fi on or off, Bluetooth, mobile data, call, and then you have an option for more. And that gives you mobile networks, default SMS apps, and VPN. Go to your sounds, screen, home screen, lock screen, gestures, storage, battery, and apps. And you can just go here to sounds. I'll give you a preview. You have quiet mode, ringtone, volumes, and your sound profile. It gives you the option to silence it, vibrate, or sound. You can adjust the volume of those sounds individually: ringtone, notification, feedback, music, video games, and other media. And you do have your ringtone. Mine is set to Beyond the Dream. That was quite loud, but you do have the standard simple bell, kicking off, marionette, bubble, guitar, incredible moonlight, ocean voyage, blue sky, sky blue, sunshine. Your display, you can adjust the brightness. I have mine set at 100% just so it can help with the video screen timeout, screen off effect, which you can turn it like the television. The clock alarm is Daydream. You can adjust your fonts. You got Smart Gothic or Roboto. Your font size, you can have normal or large. The home button LED, you can turn it on or off, and that would be this little button right here. When you get certain text messages, you can set it to where it can display a certain color for a certain person. If you get a notification for YouTube or Twitter, you can set it to be a different color. You have your home screen, your LG theme, the wallpaper, the screen swipe effect. You have portrait view only, and you have your backup and restore. Storage, you can see it's broke down where you have total space 1.76 gigs. I have 288 megs available. My apps at this point takes up 1.4 gigs. Let's go to battery. It'll show you 91% discharging. Expected time to use is 10 hours 45 minutes, which does help a little bit. It gives you kind of an idea of how long it'll take you to use this. You have your battery saver mode. You can turn it on or off. You have accounts and syncs, where it's just the different accounts you have through Google. You can synchronize them, or you can add and remove an account. You have a guest mode I have not used. Location, which is basically turning GPS on. Security allows you to have a home screen password or lock. You do have the option to print with this phone. You can do cloud printing. And finally, you do have a section where it tells you about the phone, and it gives you some of the information, the model number, the serial number. I've dropped this in water multiple times. I've dropped it on its face several times and cracked it, and you can see that it has taken some damage on the top from falls, along the bottom with falls, and the screen is cracked. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments, feel free to leave a question below. And you know, while I got you here, it would be okay if you go ahead and subscribe. That way you keep more awesome FM reviews coming. Okay? Thanks.
3, 2, 1, action!
On the box cover it tells you that it's powered by LG. It has a